Welcome in. This is your time. Make sure you have enough space. Just know this is your time to slow down, reconnect, and move your body with intention. We're gonna go ahead and begin. Just make sure you have 2 blocks. I'm gonna grab a blanket really quick. You don't have to have it, but it's just nice when we move through the flow to have it accessible. But beyond that, we're gonna lay on our backs. So go ahead and slowly come down, placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Taking some really deep breaths in and slow exhales out. Maybe noticing how your rib cage widens and expands with the breath as you inhale and fill up, and as you exhale, just pressing your back a little deeper into the ground. But go ahead and take your hands to your knees. You're going to let your arms be as long as possible and start just rounding your knees side to side, maybe opening in and out. Just sort of feeling where your hips are at. It's just a little bit of movement here in our hip sockets, opening up. And then pull your knees into your chest, coming into happy baby. Maybe grabbing onto the outsides of your feet or grabbing your big toes. You can also grab behind your thighs. Try to reach that tailbone forward, keeping the upper body relaxed. And go ahead and place those feet down on the floor. We're going to get into a little bit of slow movement here. So I want you to breathe in and tilt your pelvis, kind of like a cat and cow. You're making a back bend here, making space between the floor. And as you exhale, do the opposite. So you're kind of doing that slow cat and cow movement, feeling it in your spine, that pelvic tilt that's happening. As you exhale, round the spine. As you inhale, tilt. We're going to start to lift our hips up, feeling it one vertebrae at a time. And once you're at the top, really press into the feet and feel this. And as you exhale, slowly lower back to the ground. Feeling that in your spine. Again, taking a deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly pressing back up. Lifting those hips towards the sky. Making sure you're creating control in these movements. Pulling everything in towards center. You really want to feel your feet anchor in the floor. Slowly come back down and bring those knees in. Give yourself a tight squeeze and hug here. We're going to come into tabletop. So bring those knees parallel. Knees over hips. And then we're going to take each side, touching our toes to the ground. You can place your arms overhead. I like to place them on my abdomen so I can feel that they are working. Lifting your toes up and down. You're just tapping one at a time here. The goal is to find the movement in the pelvis here, the lower belly. And if you want to add for the last, double leg toe taps here. And go ahead and bring those knees in. And then we're going to roll over to our sides, meeting on hands and knees. And we're going to start with some few stretches here for our feet. So bring your feet all the way together. Heels touching, tuck your toes underneath your body and send your hips back. And then walk your palms back. Maybe your palms are on blocks. If you want to play around here, you can. If it's not happening, if that feels like too much in the arch of your feet, don't worry about it. So real quick activation here, point your toes and then sit back, keeping those heels together. So you're going to sit those hips on your heels, feel the stretch of the ankle, maybe up into the shin. You can lift those knees up if you want a deeper stretch here as well. Take a breath and then place those blocks at the top of your mat. Shake out your legs, stretching out the back of your calves here. We have a few breaths here, so just moving through some cat and cows, whatever your body's needing today. You can do some hip circles, wrist stretches, pointing those fingertips towards your knees. This is one of my favorites, especially typing on a computer all day. And then when you're ready, coming into our first downward dog. Feet hip width distant apart, maybe pedal out the feet. You can move your hips side to side, nod your head, yes and no. Exhale it all out. And then we'll go ahead and slowly walk our feet to the top of the mat, hanging over our legs here. Slight bend to your knees, rolling yourself all the way up. Shoulder blades down, lift up your head. Feel yourself standing on those feet hip width distance apart. We're going to begin. So inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And coming all the way up, reach those hands to the sky. We're going to do one more time like that. So linking our breath with the movement. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, arms by your side. Beautiful job. Now you can bring those feet together. You can keep them hip width distance apart. We're going to do sun salutation A. So plant those feet down, hands up, tall. Maybe you press your palms into your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank, taking a full breath. As you exhale for the first one, you can come all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes, finding a little cobra here. And as you exhale, making your way back down to downward facing dog. I want you to press down firmly here through your palms. This is the area where the pointer finger and thumb come together. Roll those biceps forward and reach that tailbone up and back. Knees can be as soft as you need. Relax the head and neck. Take a good deep inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, we're going to slowly step our feet to the top of our mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold into your legs, pressing the floor away, coming up. Lift the arms up and join the palms. Arms by your side. All right, we're going to take one more sun salutation, staying downward dog, and then get into our standing postures. So I'd love to have those blocks at the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, stepping back into plank pose. Breathe in. This time as you exhale, you can lower all the way or you're halfway into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Go ahead and lift that right leg in between the front thumbs, coming into your warrior 2, pivoting that left heel down. Then the right leg, lift arms up, exhale down. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, rebend. One more time. Exhale, lift, rebend, flip your palm. Straighten the right leg. Reach up and back into reverse triangle. As you exhale, rebend the front knee into our side angle. So forearm on thighs, or you can use your fingertips on a block here. This would be on the outside of your right foot. want to stay here for a few breaths. Really opening that chest. Good, one more inhale, and as you exhale, take your hands down to the ground, walking yourself over to the left, turning your right toes out, coming into straddle each side, moving back and forth, maybe going a little deeper each time, allowing those toes to turn out. And we're going to come into Skandasana. So you're going to turn your left toes to a 45-degree angle. Let the right foot open up towards the sky. You can stay on your left heel or lift it up. Just take a full breath here. And then we're going to walk towards the front into a lunge shape, kind of like a lizard here. So your right foot is going to be opened up to the side. You can bring that left knee down. And know that anytime your toes are pointed out, your knee is going to be tilted out as well. So take your right hand to your right thigh. You're going to let yourself roll out the foot. Knees and toes are pointing out, coming back to center, and then again getting a little hip stretch here, opening up. Let's do it one more time. Beautiful. Palms face down, coming into downward dog. Feel free to stay here. We're going to come into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in, bring that left leg all the way up, and then stepping through, coming up into warrior two. Inhale, extend the knee. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend the left knee. Exhale, lower. One more time. And then flip that front left palm, coming into reverse warrior here. Go ahead and bend that front knee, coming into your side angle. Whatever variation you did before, grab a block if you need it. Left toes are pointed straight ahead. Opening up your chest towards the sky. And then take one more breath in, bringing that right hand down, walking yourself over to the right. Again, and you're in a straddle position. And then moving those knees side to side here. Moving fluidly where your body is. Just meet yourself where you're at. And then bringing that right knee to a 45-degree angle, pointing the left toes up towards the sky this time. And then we're going to walk ourselves up to the front of the mat, finding lizard, the exact same pose we did before. So turn your toes out at 45-degree angle, pressing on the inner thigh, opening up. We'll do this 3 times. Exhale, inhale, exhale, push, and then stepping back into our downward dog. Otherwise, inhale to plank, exhale, lower, upward dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, stepping forward into your low lunge. Grab a block here. This block is going to be on the outside of your right ankle. Pressing your hand into that block, coming into triangle. Open the heart here. Straightening out that front right leg. Making sure that left foot heel is pressed down into the ground at a 45-degree angle. Twisting open at that hip. Take another breath in. As you exhale, hold your waist with your left hand, coming into half moon. So hop that back foot forward. Maybe you gaze up or reach that left arm up towards the sky. We'll be here for 3, 2, 1. Coming back into our warrior two. Take your left palm to the ground, coming into a side plank. So you're going to be on that left arm. Find your balance here. We're going to be here for 3, 2, 1. Coming into our downward facing dog. Opposite side, so lift the left leg. Stepping through, coming into that triangle. So grab your block. Pivot the right heel down. Looking up towards those fingertips, opening that heart up, twisting at the hips. This is one of my favorite postures. Good, one more breath in. Exhale. Gonna go ahead and bring that block a little forward, coming into half moon. Right leg reaches back behind you. Maybe reach the arm up. Maybe you're looking up, finding your balance here. 3, 2, and 1. Coming into warrior 2. And then right hand down, coming into side plank on the right side. Stay here for 3 breaths. Meet in downward facing dog. Last sequence here, lift the left leg up. Oh, right leg. Stepping through, feet between hands, dropping that left knee down, tucking that tailbone under. Reach the arms up. We're going to pulse forward 3 times. Pressing that back shin down, and then take your hands onto the inside of that right foot so that you're in that lizard shape. Again, I want you to move that left knee out to the side. We're going to come into cat and cows in this lizard position. So breathe in, let that knee open to the side and look up. Heart open, exhale, round through the spine. Tucking the tailbone, inhale, open up. Exhale, round one more time. So inhale, arch. Exhale, round. You can stay here, or you can try to reach for the back foot. So thumb pointing up, catch the outer left foot here. Good. Now go ahead and we will meet in downward dog. Lifting the left leg up, stepping forward, right knee comes down, untucking your toes, and 3 pulses. Hands up, reaching towards the sky here. Good. Exhale, hands come on the inside of your left foot. Move that right knee back in space, be on your fingertips if you'd like. Open up here, cat and cows, open that heart. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, arch, opening up. Exhale, round. Coming to center, choose your lizard however you'd like, so you can reach back for that opposite foot. Getting a good quad stretch here. This is a good spot if your knees are sensitive to use a blanket as well. Go ahead and release, making our way backward, back to downward facing dog. Pedaling through the legs, noticing how you feel. Go ahead and bring your knees to the mat. We're getting towards the end of class already, so swing those legs around. We're going to use our blanket, and also we're going to need 1 block. Actually, I end up using 2, so it depends how flexible you are. But bring those feet in a diamond shape. You can put the block in between your feet or by your heels, whatever feels good for you. And round through your spine, kind of like a cat pose here. Let your forehead rest. I noticed I was very tight this morning, so I grabbed a second block so that my head could rest on this. I could really feel this pose. Just take a few soft breaths here. And your exhale is really letting go. On your next inhale, go ahead and peel yourself up all the way. And then move those props out of the way. We're going to come in Savasana. I'm going to suggest a blanket over your hips for a little extra support and grounding. Again, you don't need a blanket. I've just noticed it's nice to have. Take your arms out by your sides and close your eyes. You might imagine that the rest, this opportunity is for you just to let go and just be. This is truly where your practice soaks in. Let go of the control of your breath, your body hang heavy. If you feel yourself still holding on anywhere, let go. Maybe the eye sockets, your jaw. If you have a few more minutes, feel free to stay. If you need to come out of this, go ahead and wiggle those fingers and toes. Be mindful of your preps. And go ahead and reach those arms overhead. Coming onto your side, taking your time here. Find a seat, whatever works best for you. Rest your hands in your lap. Bring your hands to your heart for a moment. Close your eyes. Just notice the effects of your practice. Maybe there's a little more grounding, fluidity, and a little less heaviness. Maybe you feel a little more open. Go ahead and take one more deep breath in, soaking it all in. Acknowledge your effort.